What's up, guys? Crew of Abstract Tiger here. I am Chris.
I'm Drew.
And we are back with a new episode of Bad Batch Season 2. Last time we had a kind of the natural disaster episode.
Yes.
Our crew has basically almost abandoned Sid to a certain degree.
Yep.
Just up and hadn't been back. Sid's been trying to get a hold of him for the past 20 cycles. But with Fee, my handwriting.
Genoa.
Okay, my handwriting failed me.
I was like, I
Genoa,
fully understand
yes.
that because, I mean, just watch last week's episode. I couldn't read my own handwriting for the life of me.
Yeah. Fee Genoa, one of the Sykes' character.
Yep.
Took their famous crew after a interesting arms deal of sorts. I guess it was. I don't really remember what they. I know they were selling something, and then there was a stabby, stingy millipede thing or centipede thing.
Yep.
A hunter pinned to
With a stinger.
Yeah.
It wasn't biting, it was stinging.
Yeah, that's what I said, stabby, stingy thing.
Right, yeah, yeah.
After that went interestingly sideways, with some Daft Punk looking people.
Yep.
She took them to, I guess, her current residence, I guess you could say, which is an island in the middle.
She called it her home away from home, didn't she? Yeah.
Current residence of
sorts.
Yeah. Which is an island in the middle of an ocean on an entire planet. That's it. Pabu Island.
Yep.
And things were going great. Everything was nice and
Record got full.
yes, record got full.
With the mayor's Shep.
Yeah.
His cooking.
Shep Hazard, yeah.
Yep.
And then Omega.
And Liana.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, found somebody around her age.
Yeah.
That is not her genetic makeup.
Yeah.
Except she's
daughter.
not a clone. And they had a little out to sea excursion. And then the planet decided to have a tidal wave come in. And they scrambled. They called it a sea surge. They scrambled around and basically had to evacuate the lower half of Pabu Island to the upper half.
Yep. To go up where the temple is.
Yeah. Which I had made mention looked like a Jedi temple.
Yes.
Of sorts. But we had the tidal wave, destroyed everything, and now it's in a rebuilding phase. And Hunter and Crow have actually said, hey, we're going to stick around and help you guys rebuild.
If that's okay.
If that's all right. I'm sure they would. What are they going to do? Say no? I mean...
Yep.
Yep. So...
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
We're going into episode 14.
Episode 14.
Which means that we have this one, and then what we're assuming is a 2-part finale.
Yep.
So either this will be setting up the conflict that will be the finale, or it's going to be one more standalone.
Yeah, which is going to kind of bridge these two together, kind of.
I think we're going to go back to, was it Tantus? To see what's going on with Crosshair.
Maybe.
And Dr.
Unless that's going to be the finale.
Hemlock? Is that the name of it?
Yeah, Hemlock.
Yeah. Very ominous name.
Yeah. Not unlike Jedi Master Gonna Die. Which is actually a Jedi name.
Mm-hmm.
Look it up. It's
but the thing that I keep coming back to is, yeah, that might be the finale, but we haven't done anything with the fact that Lama Su gave up who Omega is.
No, not yet.
Like, there has...
I mean, granted, it's only been one episode. That was in 12.
That was in 12?
Yep.
That was 11.
I have it in 12.
I have it in 11.
11 was the Zilla Beast one.
It was at the end of the Zilla Beast one.
Okay. I
Because
guess
12 was...
12 was the Crosshair.
one with,
yeah,
Crosshair.
Yeah, alright. I just saw Crosshair, and you
Yeah.
know, that... Yeah. Well, I figure we'll probably get, like, at least part of this episode, maybe the first half or something like that, in the middle of rebuilding.
Pabu. Or we're going to
You
do
know.
a flash forward to the end of rebuilding.
Yeah.
And then Sid's going to blackmail him.
Or actually show up and it's like, here you are.
Well, the way I was understanding it was Fee, now that we know her name,
Yeah.
said that even Sid doesn't know about this place.
Yeah.
And that's why she would never come look for her there.
That's true.
So,
But we have been shown it can be proven and done. Gonki can be tracked.
yes, Donkey can be tracked, and also Sid is extremely resourceful, which she wants to be.
Yes, but that's all conjecture.
Yeah, I say let's get right into it.
Yeah, let's do that. Tipping point. Oh boy, that's ominous sounding. Looks like some clones that are just being escorted away because they're probably...
Secure the prisoners for transport. We have a schedule to keep.
Prisoners.
That is not the voice I expected out of that face. This looks like a early version of Agent Callus's ship. Sort of.
It does.
Oh!
What is going on?
We're under attack, sir. Our weapon systems are offline.
Leech vessels ready. Launch.
Oh. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm docked. Don't take long.
Oh, grr.
The ship's attached to the
Yay!
forward dock.
Security alert.
Security alert.
Free Hauser and the others. Nemec and I will take the bridge.
Hauser. Oh, okay. That's the one from Ryloth.
Where were you taking those clones? Get anything? They were erasing the databanks. Not sure how much I can recover. Well, I guess we'll have to get that intel out of you.
Nope. Nope. That's back.
Mm-hmm.
Shocky tooth thing is back. Ooh. That was close.
What are they gonna do? Float away with the debris? Nope.
Nope. Boom. Bye. If he wasn't in, you guys would have been like...
Oh yeah, you would be in so much trouble.
Yes. In pain. Lots of pain. Okay.
They're in possession of something I need. The kid.
Oh.
Very good.
You're wasting your
Two for two.
They'll never turn her over.
They don't have a choice. She is a clone. And therefore Imperial property.
That's shaky at best.
Well, considering that they took over everything that was Kaminoan, yeah. Tracks.
One of our transport ships was attacked departing Balmora. The prisoners aboard escaped.
Inform me when he's ready to talk.
Oh, okay, so Hauser and the others were coming to Tantus
Okay.
to be test subjects.
That's scary.
Indeed.
Oh, we're back on Coruscant.
Everyone
Okay.
but Pabu so far.
Oh wait, this is the Marquez sisters' hideout or place.
Must find out where that ship was headed.
I recovered a portion of the data logs. It's heavily encrypted, but I know someone who can crack it.
Oh.
Go. I'll take care of things here and see what else I
Tech.
can find out.
Thank you.
Goggles.
Okay. Sure. I wouldn't
You may
live
secure
in
his restraints.
restrained. Jeez.
Take a breath. Think this through.
Release me.
You cannot make it out of this facility.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, he's a little off. Undrugged Crosshair would have not missed.
No.
He probably could have killed him with one hit.
Sending a transmission to Rex or Hunter.
An unauthorized outgoing transmission is being sent from Terminal 3. Sever that connection and seal the room.
Having trouble processing the toxin. It's my own special formula. One I've built an immunity to.
That's cheating.
However, have not.
That was very scarecrowish.
Yes.
This friend of yours who's stopping by, he's another clone?
Yeah, but don't worry. He's not with the Empire.
If you trust him,
What
That's
what
enough for
is
me.
he carrying?
The new fishing docks rebuilt.
Looks like a fish.
aboard. And I caught some dinner. You've been busy. You got that right.
Hey, Wrecker! Can we get your help? We're fortifying the seawall.
Sure thing, boss.
All right, where's Omega?
or flying lessons.
It's Omega. She's doing flying lessons. Okay. And Tech looks very concerned. Oh my goodness.
Copy that.
Scare all the fish off.
And the people.
Oh, I'm getting better, right? The collision alarms haven't gone off once.
Because it shorted out during your last lesson. Execute a sharp swing back to port with 0 thruster pull.
The tech turn? Really?
Now that is not what it is called.
That is not what it is
But I
called.
rather like it. I suggest you proceed before I come to my
I think she's having way too much fun. Not too bad.
How was that?
much better.
Havoc 4, this is Havoc 5. Do you copy?
Affirmative, Havoc 5. I see you've been keeping up with your training.
As promised.
Good.
Echo.
Race you to the landing zone.
I do not think that is a sound
You're
idea.
on.
Race you to the landing zone.
Race you. You're on.
I agree with Tech on this. I don't think that's a wise idea.
Yes. Especially since there's people there. The people just gonna run!
Echo!
Poor Ted. Aww.
Missed you.
It hasn't been that long.
Feels like it has.
You mentioned needing some assistance with data decryption?
This is what's left of the files I recovered from an Imperial shuttle. It was transporting clone prisoners, and we need to know where and why.
A growing number have been questioning their orders. We've been routing them out.
I wonder why.
As I said before, simply decommissioning problematic clones will not eliminate the threat. If you send them to me, I can deal with them in other ways.
I will expect a full briefing on your plan at the summit.
You all plan to stay here indefinitely? We haven't decided yet.
There's the three kids again.
To be honest, it might be the best thing for us.
The Imperial transport Echo hijacked was assigned to the Advanced Science Division.
Never heard of it.
That is because it is a clandestine operation. There are no records on its location or its purpose. All I could find on it was the chief scientist in charge, Dr. Royce Hemlock, an officer expelled from the Republic Science Corps due to his unauthorized and unorthodox experiments. Previous transfer records recovered from the ship's logs list other clone prisoners detained by the Advanced Science Division, and Crosshair is one of them.
Oh boy.
You mean Crosshair turned on the Empire? How sure are you about this?
Very. After discovering his clone number on the transfer register, I checked our old comm channels and found a recent distress message sent from Crosshair's old code.
What did it say?
Plan 88. The Seeker. We are being targeted.
All I need is the young clone. She means nothing to you. Help me, and you'll have your freedom.
Not the freedom you truly want. Is it gonna end there? Yep, it is. All right. Wow. Yeah, that was an interesting episode.
I was 2 for 2.
Yes. Yes, you were. Though we did
And
not
I promise
see...
I didn't cheat.
Though... Okay. Though we did not see any of the Kaminoans themselves.
No, but
So-
I wanted to know if there was something that was going to happen in regards to Lama Su giving up Omega. And it did.
Apparently so. And apparently... Crosshair didn't really stick to his original statement that the Clone Force 99 is gone. He made it... Well, granted... No, that was before he got stabbed with the truth juice or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah...
But we also don't know if that was the first time that he'd been under the influence of the
It's true.
mind probe droid.
Yeah, but I don't know, with the way Hazard was, or not Hazard, Hemlock was talking to him, it did seem like it was the first time they were talking to him, because I think they just kept him medically sedated up until this point. But we did get to see Rex and Echo and Gregor and Hauser.
And Senator Chuchi.
Yeah, and Senator Chuchi. Yeah. So, yeah, Rex and Echo have got like a little network of clones. Some undercover, some underground. So, yeah. We also had the return of the shocking suicide pill thing again.
Yep.
With Captain Pierce. Though, yeah, it was interesting. A good portion, almost about halfway through the episode before we even got to see what our crew was up to.
Yep. In which case, that was your part you were right about.
Yeah.
Pabu.
Pabu, yes. And it looks like they pretty much got almost everything back up and running like it was before. Omega's been doing a lot of flight training. And she's getting better at the tech maneuver.
The tech turn.
The tech turn, yes. That is not what I called it. But then he changed his mind. It's like,
But I don't mind the sound of it.
I don't mind the sound of it. They rescued Hauser, Rex and Echo did, with Gregor, from a ship that was trying to take him to Tantus. I'm not sure what they're going to try to do. It's still up in the air about that.
Yeah.
But Crosshair apparently was able to escape long enough to send some sort of transmission. Code 88.
Plan 88.
Plan 88 or something like that. Plan 88?
The Seeker.
Yeah, the Seeker. So, which...
What was the name of this episode again?
Tipping Point.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Which basically tips them off and say, hey, people are trying to track you down. So, are they going to... I guess the next question is are they going to try to backtrack where Crosshair's message came from? Or are they going to go try to rescue him? Because it was somebody had mentioned, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Hunter or something like that. Mentioned it could be a trap.
Yeah. That was Hunter.
It was Hunter? Okay.
Yeah. It wouldn't be the first time he's used that tactic.
Right.
Was the I don't know if that was the exact verbiage, but that was the...
But yeah, that's the sentiment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's an interesting situation when you're faced with the moral dilemma of basically the boy who cried wolf.
Yeah.
Because Crosshair in season 1, after he made the turn, before he just was like, you know what, forget it, and just leave me on Camino.
Yeah.
He tried, if I'm not mistaken, twice to be like, hey, we're cool, I just want the kid.
Mm-hmm.
And it...
Yeah. Which according to the Empire, she is Imperial property.
Yeah, and I don't get that because...
Well...
Just because she's a clone, but she's like Boba Fett. She's not one of the fast-aging clones. She is...
But I guess their logic is she was made with Kaminoan technology. They acquired, quote-unquote, all of the Kaminoan cloning technology and stuff and research. Therefore,
but she's not,
part of it.
But she's not a Kaminoan clone in that way because, technically speaking, she belongs to Jango, or belonged to Jango.
Yes, but not in their eyes. She was still made with Kaminoan technology.
Okay.
So
then they would go after Boba too?
Maybe if
they knew about little kid Boba.
They knew about,
Well, not little kid. He's not a little kid anymore.
No,
he's like a teenager.
Yeah.
Or, young adult now.
Yeah, young adult. So
late 20s.
Yeah. And I'm sure that he has really been underground a whole lot. I figured they would have,
Am I having a pipe dream, or did he show up in Clone Wars?
Who, Boba?
Yes.
Yeah, a few times.
Okay. So I just want to make sure that wasn't a pipe dream in my head. I was
No,
I remember there being
was,
Boba stories.
Yeah, there was.
But I didn't know if they were
stories. Canon. Yeah. Oh, yes. There was.
Well, I was thinking the Cartoon Network Clone Wars series.
Oh yeah, no, not that one.
I was like, that's not canon.
Not the Genndy Tartakovsky.
The Samurai Jack one is what I call it.
Okay. Which he's the one who did that show.
Right, but I don't remember that name, so it's
right.
easier to say the Samurai Jack Clone Wars.
Right. But he had
Clone Wars.
Sorry. I was like, what are you doing? Oh, okay. Yes, he had the one arc with him trying to get revenge on Mace.
Okay, so I wasn't losing my mind. Okay.
And Mace and Anakin were trapped, and R2 had to go back and try to get people to come and save him.
Yeah.
And Mace kept saying, shouldn't put your trust in a droid and blah, 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 and well, got proven wrong. And then there was another little mini arc with him in it. He was with Aura Singh.
Now, was he a separatist sympathizer, or was he kind of just like floating around doing his own thing?
Doing his own thing.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to...
I really need to go back and watch Clone Wars. It's so much because of the whole being out of order thing. It's
There is a list.
Ruins my brain. Oh, I know there's a list. I think it's on
any place where you can find the internets.
Well, I'm trying to think. Like, there's a website that has like the definitive list of how to watch Clone Wars in order, but I can't remember if that's Screen Rant or if it's Wikipedia itself,
or both,
or StarWars.com.
Yeah. So
was that Pablo Hidalgo? Was that his name?
That's
the guy
the
who
one,
runs
yeah.
Star Wars. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he was part of that. I don't know.
He used to run StarWars.com. He was the one that was in charge of keeping everything in canon.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the canon meister. The canonizer.
Which now that would be Dave Filoni, wouldn't it?
Well,
is in charge of everything? Because I know 2 years, like it was last year or the year before, he got a promotion inside Lucasfilm as a whole.
He's not just over animation; he's over pretty much all production. I guess you could say. So I don't know. I mean,
Does that mean Jon Favreau works for him now?
I don't think so. I think they're like
because I was thinking they just put him in charge of canon because he's the one that like dealt directly with George in the context of Clone Wars.
Right.
So he's the one that's got like because George was
there.
Right.
With,
yeah.
You know. So.
But he's
a lot of the first couple seasons. George puts his own money into it.
Yeah. Other than George basically appointing Kathleen Kennedy himself. George has been pretty laissez-faire, except for Dave Filoni spending like 3 months at Skywalker Ranch, just breaking everything down canonically.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if that applies to.
I don't know what their
the new animation and also the books. How that works.
I'm sure he,
Let us know in the comments because I know you know.
Like Vader, Dave can't be in more places than once, so he has to have his Inquisitors.
Well, Dave's been incredibly busy.
Yes. And I'm sure that leaving it up to trusting other people to carry that mantle.
Yeah.
Will be
because John is doing Mandalorian season 3.
He does a lot of it. Because that's his favorite thing out of all of it is
that's his baby
and stuff. Yeah, so
and I think Dave went to work exclusively on Ahsoka.
Yeah, so because that's his baby.
Because I know that I read that this season it hasn't been determined, like it hasn't come out yet one way or the other. Because we've been watching Mandalorian, I haven't been looking at directors like I usually do. But I don't know if Dave is directing an episode this season. But I do know that this is the first season where it's not John and Dave working together.
Yeah.
Because Dave is so focused on Ahsoka.
Right, yeah. I guess he's got to get that right.
And
or
John,
there will be a lot of upset people.
And John is an executive producer on The Acolyte with, I just forgot the name of the person that's doing The Acolyte. But that's the next big show that's coming after we get done with Mandalorian and Ahsoka.
Huh.
Which Acolyte might become sooner than Ahsoka, depending on how Lucasfilm wants to release them.
They've had some crossover.
Because Ahsoka's in post-production.
Yeah.
The Acolyte is currently in production, or may have just wrapped. So, I don't know.
Don't know. But,
and I haven't heard anything about Bad Batch Season 3 as of yet.
Well, we'll see. I mean, we still have this one and 2 more. Well, two more after this one,
I think it's a 2-parter. Yeah. I think they're gonna. I'll have to double check it, but I think they're gonna drop them both on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So.
Oh boy, another double episode for me to edit.
Hey. But then you don't have to worry about it for a year.
Yes.
At least.
Same with Last of Us. 2 years. Well, anyways.
Last of Us is 2025.
2025, yeah. But yeah, this was an interesting episode. I am intrigued at where they kind of go from here, and what they have to do. And
Tantus.
Yeah.
Now,
going to rescue Crosshair. I mean, maybe, unless Crosshair does the self-sacrifice thing, and I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, we will only find out whenever the episodes drop.
Yep.
Next time. I don't have anything else.
I don't
really.
either.
I feel like this has been a short wrap up for some reason, but I don't know.
It was kind of a short episode.
Kinda.
A lot of stuff was packed into
Yeah, it was
a shorter than usual episode. I think this one was only 26.
Yeah. Wow, short.
I think.
But
I can't read that very well from here, but I think that's what that says.
Yeah, I do find it funny. Tech being Omega's
flight instructor.
Flight instructor. It's just
yes,
and he just kind of stumbles out of it, like ooh.
When she was landing. And everyone went running. That's where it got me because
like ants.
You called it. Like you were like, "There's people on the ground.
There's people on the ground."
And then you just see them go, "Run away from the big blue henchy." If you get that reference, let me know.
Well,
do you get that reference?
What was it?
Run away from the big blue henchy.
No. I don't.
Wow. Educate him.
Okay, well.
But yeah, I don't have anything else for Bad Batch. That was pretty self-explanatory. There's no real speculation or anything we could do.
Well, I mean,
because there's only 2 episodes left.
Yeah, other than what's coming up and
how... we know what's going to happen.
Do we?
With the exception of like the individual circumstances, but overall theme storyline, they're gonna go to Tantus.
Yeah.
Crosshair is going to whether it's a reunite in a good way or reunite in a bad way.
Yeah.
With the Bad Batch, and I have a feeling
they're going to try to brainwash Crosshair.
No.
To try to get.
We've already been through that. No, I think Season 2 is going to end on a cliffhanger going into Season 3 that is yet to be announced, where something happens, and basically Omega is taken. Not like the Fennec Shand and Cad Bane situation, where it was like 2 episodes and we're good. I'm talking about like it's going to be like a somebody somewhere wearing certain clothing is going to come grab Omega while they're trying to shut down the Tantus facility and run off with her. And it's going to be Hunter, Crosshair, Echo, Tech, Wrecker, and Rex all standing there, and they can't do anything about it for whatever reason. Or one of them dies, and in the kerfuffle, someone takes Omega.
Possible,
because
I don't know.
The first season was all about Omega. They barely talked about her this season, so I feel like that's a red herring. And so this season's going to end with Omega being kidnapped or captured. Because she is a truly 100% pure genetic clone. Which is why they want her. But I don't think they want her for the context of clones.
Yeah.
Like the Kaminoans did. I believe they want her for other reasons.
Yeah. What those reasons are, not really sure. But I don't know. It just depends on how play it safe the execs want to make it. I don't know if they are brave enough to do some sort of cliffhanger like that.
I feel, purely speculation, I feel that Omega is the key to Palpatine kickstarting his clone doppelganger business.
Yeah.
And so somebody dressed in a certain way, either one or the other, is going to be in charge of getting Omega. Either dressed in all black or dressed in all white.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'm not understanding the you're all black or all white issue.
Either Vader or Thrawn.
Oh, Vader or Thrawn. Okay. I don't think Thrawn. I think he is currently probably getting ready to do his TIE Defender initiative thing.
Okay.
Vader, I think he's at this point preoccupied by going around finding other scraggly Jedi. Scraggles of what word? I'm trying to say a word, but it's not coming out. The last remnants of the Jedi. I think that's what he's doing. But I don't think either of those are going to get into this.
But we also don't know how much time has passed between the Empire becoming the Empire, and now. They haven't given us a definitive time. Mandalorian has given us a definitive time frames.
Yeah.
This one has not. So we're having to go off of things that are happening. So whenever the Stormtrooper program went into effect, and then also what?
No, you said Stormtrooper.
Stormpooper. my mouse dry again.
Yeah.
The Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
That was the most recent big event that we could actually track.
That probably would have been
something BBY.
Yeah, I would say it was probably. I would say probably a year or so after Palpatine after Empire Day. I would just
I wouldn't think that'd be a year because I feel like the events of season 1 all took place in about a year. So I feel like we're 2 to 3 years down the road from Empire Day.
Maybe. I don't know.
Omega's not celebrating birthdays, so I can't really do anything.
That's true. I mean, granted.
Besides, Wrecker's the one that would get a birthday party.
I want a cake! A big one! With the fish.
They use the Gonk droid as the cake table.
And the cake is in the shape of his little
the little rabbit.
Lula, yeah.
Lula bunny.
No, it's a Tuca, which is what a lot of the people in the galaxy call loth cats. I know you were making a joke. But...
I was. I just watched last night before going to bed. I watched the best thing ever that I did not know existed, and it's something that I had no idea that I would be into. Are you familiar with Teen Titans Go?
Oh no, please no.
Okay.
I don't know.
But are you? Obviously, yes.
I know of it. I have no desire. I tried to watch an episode. I was not happy.
Okay.
So
they have their own movie called Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Okay? But apparently they also, to get hype up for Space Jam: A New Legacy, it was Teen Titans Go see Space Jam. And it's them watching, like the way we do, watching Space Jam and reacting to it. And it was like, what am I watching?
I don't want to be on this planet anymore.
Here's the thing. The whole reason why it happened is because the Nerdlucks came to Titan Tower. The aliens from Moron Mountain came to visit the Teen Titans. And we're like, our VCR broke. Can we use yours? And they hold up a VHS of Space Jam. And I'm like, this is what I decide to watch at midnight. This is great.
You had to have been delirious to watch even something like that at all.
I was trying so hard not to laugh at the stupidity of it because Robin was sleeping. I was like, that's so stupid.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
another thing is, it is incredibly woke, I guess, because since it was on Cartoon Network, they can't show guns. They can show Elmer Fudd's rifle, okay? But anytime it was Yosemite Sam with his revolvers, they would erase them and put chickens in his hand, like rubber chickens. And I'm just like, why? Why is this okay But this is not. And it was just dumb stuff like that. And then every time Lola was on screen and someone, would, for lack of a better word, sexualize her or whatever, doll.
Catcall.
Yes, that.
Yes.
Starfire would be like, she is not the consumer product, the doll. Just like, what? And then it would show pictures of Lola Bunny, like stuffed animals. So when you said Lula, that was what came to my brain. Lula Bunny.
I regret my decision.
Of letting me talk or of having me on the channel?
Of bringing up Lula. That's it. I'm cutting this off right here, right now. You don't have to do the bell or do the thing, okay? You can skip that this time around. We don't want this out there. I'm sorry. But try to come back for the next step. 2-part finale.
Comment below if you get the big blue Hitchy.
Bye and be blessed, everyone.